Are we live? Hi, legends. Welcome to another live stream. Just want to pause this over here. Welcome, legends. What is Bitcoin going to do? Are we going to smash to the upside or crash to the downside? Bitcoin is at an extremely critical level. And as per the thumbnail, let's analyze to see, well, how could we potentially trade the scenario over here? Because purely based on technical analysis, okay, we can gain probabilities whether whether there's a slight probability to go higher or maybe a slight probability to go lower, okay, or a higher probability to go either way. But perhaps there's a way that we can trade these probabilities and smash up the like for the alpha. Oh, I've got some alarms going off here. Why is my alarms going off? Is Bitcoin making a move? Is Bitcoin making the move? Let me check. Let me just share my screen over here. And right, legends, I just quickly want to dive in here into a 15-minute time frame and just check what is cooking, because I had an alarm set over here and perhaps it is the moment, okay, because it looks like every time I do a live stream, there's action, okay, there's a breakout, I'm trying to enter a trade, I've got my exchange open on the other side. And what is cooking over here? Yes, Bitcoin is attempting to break out over here, right? Bitcoin is attempting to break out. I'm already inside of a trade. And let's see if the breakout will continue here to the upside, okay? It's nibbling here at the trend at the moment using my D-line strategy, for those of you that are familiar with my D-line strategy. And let's see if we can get a successful breakout here to the upside. Okay, I want to see at least a 5-minute body candle close above the trend before I'm going to get excited. Let me say hi to the beautiful community while we're watching the breakout, because it just seems that I want to dive into higher time frame technical analysis, and then all the action happens on the smaller time frame, and then everything that I wanted to say, okay, gets thrown out the back window, and now we're staring here at the candle to see, well, what is going to happen? Should we enter a long trade? Should we short? Okay, is this going to be a fake out? Whew. Okay, with good risk management, I don't want to say any trade, okay? Most trades are good trades with good risk management. Okay, as long as your R&R, your risk to reward makes sense, it's always a good trade. So if this breakout, legends, if this breakout is going to be successful, I mean, this is the trading setup that I'm looking at the moment, okay? From a day trading perspective, I'm not saying we're going to $100,000 from here, okay? All I'm saying is I want to claim the highs. I want to have a tight stop loss. Risk to reward doesn't really make sense for me, so perhaps I'll move my stop loss a little bit tighter so that it makes the risk to reward worth it. Always have to trade with a stop loss. It looks like it wants to rock and roll. I do see some green volume increasing here at the moment. Let's see if the breakout is going to continue here to the upside. As per the thumbnail, I said this is a critical moment, and it looks like we might be getting an answer over here. Okay, we did tap. When I take a normal FIB retracement from the high to this low over here, okay, can everyone see where my 𝗖𝗇cie is? Right, we did tap the 0.88 over here, which does increase the probabilities of coming to take this high. Okay, but I was also thinking that this could have been an A, B, because B waves really loves the 0.88 and a massive C wave here to the downside. But then it just started ranging over here. Okay, so let's see, legends, this is either going to be a little bit of a fake out here, or this is going to be the true breakout here to the upside. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so also when I take a FIB here from the low to the high, just measuring this retracement, okay, we are still in safe territory. We have not even tapped the 786, which is the maximum target. So this structure could potentially be bullish for continuation here to the upside. Let's see how this plays out. It is absolute critical. I'm already inside a trade, couple of trades, okay? And that's what I wanted to discuss with you guys as well, as to say, well, what is potentially the best scenario to trade over here? Because, I mean, we entered a couple of trades today, successful. Yesterday, we entered a couple of trades together with the Legends Discord community. So Right, legends. Let's see. I do like that the 5 minute body candle closed above the trend. That is usually a bullish sign. Okay, so let's see if this plays out. Let me say hi to the beautiful community over here. Some say 𝗬𝗍𝘆 analyzes BTC, but we know BTC analyzes 𝗬𝗍𝘆. Savior loading. Oh gosh, you got, yeah. Anyways, I don't think that I'm the best technical trader out there, but I do know that my risk management is phenomenal, and I do, okay, lose as little as possible and win as much as possible, and that's what keeps me in the game. Okay, Crypto Big Brains, welcome to the stream. Hi, legends, smash up the like. Let's go. Good morning, 𝗖𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗁𝗍. I'm not even going to try. Jeffrey, hi, 𝗬𝗍𝘆. Hello, everyone. Fast, welcome, Mr. Fast. Let's see how fast this price action plays out today. It would be nice to have a nice little successful trade here in the bag based on this scenario over here. Okay, so what I would like to see is for price, even if it has because you have the body close above the trend, it would be nice, even if you get a pullback, to form a higher low for continuation and come and claim the high. This is the setup, okay? Every time I enter a trade, it's not about, it's the trade, okay? If you can change that mindset to say that this is just a trade of many more trades to come. I'm still going to put 100 or 1,000 trades under the belt. This is not the trade. And this is why a lot of people lose a lot of money, because every time they enter a trade, especially when you start out as a trader, they think that this is the trade that's going to take me to $100,000. Or they short and they say, this is the trade to the downside, or this is the trade to the downside that's going to take me back to $40,000. Right? As a day trader, you plan your trade, and if it plays out, okay, let's say it plays out, it claims the high and it falls down, or it goes to $100,000, we don't care. You have a successful trade, and we look for the next trading setup. It's as simple as that. Okay, so let's see if this is going to play out. I want to jump here onto the 15-minute time frame, because that's usually my favorite time frame. Okay, so what I would look for at least, but I mean, this is why I'm zoomed into the 5-minute time frame, because this candle might run away before we get into the trade. I ideally like to see a 15-minute body close above the trend. The problem is with higher time frames, it is always more confirmed with higher time frames, okay, than trying to use the 5-minute body candle closes. So the higher the time frame, the more confirmed the trade is. The problem, it comes with pros and cons. The problem is the 15-minute candle might do this before and it closes above the trend, okay, and then you've missed the trade. That is the problem, unfortunately. That's the con about this trading strategy over here. Cool, legends. So, I mean, we did enter a couple of successful trades today, and then, right, it looks like it wants to go. It looks like it wants to go. Let me just check here on my trading setups if it's all good. Yes, it looks beautiful. It looks all good. Looks like we're ready to rock and roll. So, I mean, based on this price action, legends, at the moment is that we are at such a critical level, okay, for Bitcoin. And I just have alarms going off. I've just been tracking some of, I've been tracking link, breakout, beautiful retest, decision time. You're either going to lose the trend or you're going to bounce. Link, you're either going to lose the trend or you're going to bounce, and it looks like it wants to break here to the upside. This is why my alarms are going so crazy over here, okay? It does have the body of a 10-minute candle close above. Let's go into the 15-minute. And just, yeah, I mean, Bitcoin needs to, they're all waiting for Bitcoin, okay? Mina protocol tracking this momentum to the downside. I also saw, interesting enough, here on the 8-hour time frame, bonk, okay? Meme coin looks like, I mean, look at this, okay? Look at this. It looks like if it's going to pop, it's going to pop, okay? Or it's going to reject, right? So it's at a critical moment. So as per the thumbnail, it's not just Bitcoin. It looks like Even the altcoins are at critical decision moments. Yeah, on Atom as well. I've seen the breakout, okay, but now I like, if I miss the breakout on a specific coin or a pair that I would like to trade, if I miss the breakout, I sit on my hands until a new trend forms. And then, okay, I can potentially, instead of entering over here, the beautiful thing about a retest is you can get potentially a better entry over here or over there, okay, instead of entering over here and now you're underwater. That's why you need to be patient as a trader. Okay, sometimes, yes, the price runs away, but for now, critical decision moment. Bitcoin, what are you going to do? Are you going to disappoint, right? We do have the body of a 15-minute candle close above. Okay, the fact that we are dipping beneath the trend line at the moment is not too concerning for me because it's just a game of probabilities. There is a slight higher probability because we have the body of the 15-minute candle close above the trend over there. Even if you have a pullback, you could form a higher low and then have the breakout. So there's just a slight higher probability. Okay, but I mean, this is why we trade with stop losses, because price can just dump, right? And then it's an unsuccessful trade. And the most successful traders in the world, they take losses, okay? I take losses, but it's about how little I can lose and how much I can make when I do win the trade. Because the winning trades makes back all the losses plus profits in the bag. That's basically the game of trading. Okay, so I just want to go back here onto the 5-minute time frame, see how this is playing out at the moment. Do we have some bullish CVD? Just want to go back here, see, do we have some local bullish CVD forming? Right, maybe CVD will show us the way. I'm just looking at these pivots. Nothing. Ooh, look at yellow. Bullish CVD. Bullish, and even between those two pivots, bullish CVD. But I mean, that low has been taken. Ever so slightly bullish CVD on all exchanges. So it looks like it might have a chance. We already made a higher low over there. And this could potentially be a retracement for momentum back to the upside. Okay, so I mean, enter at your own risk. If you guys would like to take this trade, please, guys, practice good risk management. Don't go all out. Don't go and 100x your entire portfolio. That is not what trading is about. Okay. Let me just go back here onto the channel, say hi to the beautiful community. Good morning. Tomorrow we have new moon phase. I actually haven't looked at the moon phases in a while. What moon phase is it tomorrow? Let's go have a look. On the 4-hour time frame, let's zoom out a little bit, switch on my trusty old moon phases over here. Ooh, we're going into a bull moon. Can that be? We're going into a full moon, which is considered a bull moon. You guys can see over here, I've often spoken about the full moons. You have a full moon, pump. You have a new moon, dump. And if we are printing, as per the comment, tomorrow, a full moon over here somewhere, okay, that could potentially be a pump to the upside. Let's see how that plays out. Right, let's go back here onto the 5-minute time frame. See how this trade plays out. So far, so good. Nothing to be concerned about just as yet. Let's see, legends. Let's see. Uni looks good. Yes, I know there's a lot of altcoins that looks juicy, ready for the pop to the upside or the massive dump to the downside. Bitcoin really is at a critical level because when I switch this off, this is what I wanted to show everyone quick. Take this out the way. Go on to the daily time frame. Okay, now this is the conundrum, legends. This is the conundrum. Okay. And unfortunately, no one can predict the market, right? Is when I look at this entire consolidation that we've been in since March. Now the question is, are we trying to break out? Have we already broken out and the train has left the station? Okay. Do we still have to break out and there's still room to the upside? This trend here above is just extremely confusing. So I don't care about that trend. Now that I know we have lower highs, okay, we have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high, and then are we now going to form a higher low, a higher high compared to this high? Okay, this is why also Bitcoin is at a critical moment here at this stage. Also, when I switch on my proof of support, this is basically what I wanted to highlight over here, is to say that we have consistently during this entire range formed lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and a nice lower low. And for the first time, Bitcoin created a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, and will the momentum continue to form a higher high for the first time, which basically means from a proof of support on the larger time frames, the market could be starting to turn around and give us that explosion here to the upside. Okay. So we can see that on the larger time frame, we do have change in market structure. We've been going down, now we're going up. Okay. And is this going to be a fake out? Is there so much disbelief in the space at the moment, but that no one is going to trust the pump? Or are there too many people anticipating the pump and this is going to be a fake out and we're going to crash back to the downside? The concerning thing for me at the moment, I must admit, even looking at the technical analysis from a psychology perspective, I'm a bit concerned that all the YouTube thumbnails that I've seen here on my channel, on my YouTube channel and on social media, everyone is calling for this breakout. And when everyone is calling for something, it does concern me a little bit to say that, well, perhaps we're going to get a fake out. Maybe it's going to look like it wants to rock and roll and then it falls down. Okay, it's just, let's see how this plays out. Let me know in the comments. Do you guys think it's Mahala from here? You know, we're going to 100K. This is the bull run in the making right here. Disbelief at the moment, no one believing the pump? Or do you think that this is going to be a fake out? We're going to maybe get some upwards momentum, just smack back down. Bitcoin at the moment is at such a critical level. It's either going to do this or it's going to fall to the downside in a three-wave structure. And I think that is why Bitcoin is consolidating here for so long, because it is decision time, baby. It is absolute critical decision time here for Bitcoin with this massive confusing price action. I mean, what the hell is that? Right? From a technical analysis perspective, most pro traders look at this and they're like, what is this? Okay, it doesn't make any sense. You sweep the liquidity, and then you slowly grind here to the upside. Okay. Right, legends, I just want to go here onto the 4-hour time frame. And also what I wanted to discuss before I jump into the 4-hour time frame, what I wanted to discuss as well is, as day traders, okay, we can make so much money with these little moves if your technical analysis all aligns up. Okay, so inside of our Legends Discord community this morning, okay, firstly, Aiden highlighted this trade this morning, one of our coaches inside of the Legends Discord community, to say that he's expecting, you know, once you get acceptance back above these highs, or these lows, once you get acceptance back below, above these lows, he's going to attempt a long year to the upside. I didn't see this post from Aiden, but I had a look at something similar where in my video update this morning, I told the legends, here is the small scalp trade I highlighted during my stream on my play account on Weeks, because as you all know, I'm testing out Weeks at the moment, okay? And I basically saw the acceptance back above this low. I entered before we had the breakout of the trend, okay? And I said, well, profit taking areas for me is at this high and at this high, and I really like the weekly and daily level where I will close my position. So, and then, I mean, what happened is we claimed the first TP where I told everyone TP1 hit, please take profits, okay? And then bam, TP2 got, or TP3 even got hit, and we took profits, and I closed that position because from a day trading perspective, that was my plan. That's what I did. Okay, if you'd like to join the Legends trading community, first link down in the description, click on more. This is where you join the Legends Pro community to take advantage of the analysis that myself and Andy and the coaches provide on a daily basis. Okay, and like I said, I'm still testing out Weeks. So far, so good. I haven't had any issues. If you'd like to come and test them out with me, there's also a channel inside of our Discord, a support channel, direct access to the week's support team, where you get that $380 with 3 simple steps when you sign up, and also you qualify for 0.04 take a fee. Okay, you qualify for lower fees by using this link if you would like to come and test them out for me. They are a non-KYC exchange. I'm having a lot of fun with Weeks here at the moment. As you can see, I took a couple of trades today using Weeks. Okay, not sure if I posted the final outcome. Yes, I think, yeah, here's where I basically took more profits just riding the momentum here to the upside using Weeks. And right, let's go back here, see what is cooking. Just want to switch on my today analysis again. Yes, we're still above trend. That's why I said, Legends, I'm not too concerned if we dip down below. Okay, the clue, this is the education that I like to provide here on the channel. The clue that I'm looking for is once you close the body above the trend, ever so slightly, it can be a big body, it can be a small body, but as long as you close the body above the trend, even if you dip below, which scares a lot of people and then they exit, okay, are you one of those traders that you get in, then you get out, then you get in, then you get out, then you get in because you're not sure, okay, you're not sure, you didn't plan your trade properly, let it play out. Plan your trade, let it play out. Right, let's see if we're going to take this high and potentially even go to much higher levels. Right, also what I wanted to highlight here on the 4-hour time frame before I interrupted myself is I can switch this off. Let's speak about this quickly, about this leading diagonal over here, where I can actually move the 5th wave over there, put this over there. Okay, Legends. This is why it's also, okay, as per the thumbnail, I'm building up to this, right? This is also why this is such an important level, because if this is a contracting diagonal with multiple 3-wave structures inside of each wave, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, okay, it needs to end. The 5th wave now needs to end for this contracting diagonal to still be in play. If price rejects from where it is at the moment, you know, we can still go a little bit higher. The only rule of this of this contracting diagonal is that you don't really want the 5th wave to come and tap the top of this channel. You don't want the 5th wave. So it still has a lot of breathing room. Okay, so the 5th wave can still get punchy, and then we still make the 3 corrective structure here to the downside to complete the C wave. But ideally, in most instances, generally speaking, okay, you want to, it's fine for the fifth wave to poke its head out of the trend, okay, fail to break out and come back for the 3-wave structure to the downside. So kind of in a critical zone here at the moment for this contracting diagonal as well. Although I have seen that 5th waves can explode a little bit higher, and then you still have a valid contracting diagonal. Not very common, a little bit more rare. Okay. Right, Legends. So, and I mean, if price gets really punchy here to the upside, if price just gets really punchy here to the upside, no more contracting diagonal, we could potentially be going to $80,000, okay? And this is where things do become a little bit interesting, is that you can start measuring the waves, okay? The first wave that I will measure for a conservative target is when you take your trend-based FIB from the low. I'm measuring this wave to figure out where the next wave can go, okay? From the low to the high to this low that we've made over here, and where is the 1.618 at $86,000? So if this is a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 here to the upside, okay, I mean, it can get really, really punchy. Okay, and I think this is what a lot of people are talking about on YouTube. The bull run is back. We have high green volume. Okay, we have made higher highs, higher lows. We off to the races we go. And that's why I'm just bringing things back into perspective by showing you that leading diagonal to say that we could still reject, even here by the 786 at $70,000, which is at the top of the range. Okay, what do I mean by the top of the range? Let's go into the 8-hour. When you take a fixed range profile from March up until where we are now, right? Just want to make sure that I have this correct. Right about there. Okay, you can see that this entire range that we've been in since March, we've had deviations above and we've had deviations below. But ultimately, we've traded inside of this range. So we could still come and tap the top of this channel and miserably fail to the downside. Okay, so I know so many people are calling for this explosion to the upside. Yes, definitely a possibility that it can happen. Okay, but you know, you have to also ask yourself if everyone is expecting this move to happen, right? Maybe we're going to get the opposite, right? You tap the top of the channel, the 786 at $70,000. You claim the liquidity above these highs, because I do see that there's a massive amount of liquidity around about 69,000. Let's call it $70,000, right? There's a lot of liquidity building up above. Can you guys see that? And strangely enough, there was even a lot of liquidity here at the bottom. And then when I refreshed the chart before I started the live stream, the bottom liquidity just dried up. It's gone. Okay. So it looks like it wants to come and grab this liquidity at $69,000. And usually when you grab a massive amount of liquidity, you get a reaction. So that's why I'm staying cautious to just expect $100,000 from here. Okay, because you could come and grab the liquidity at $69,000, right? Which is basically the top of the value area high over here. Can you guys see this value area high is at $69,800? So what if it taps the top? Maybe you get a deviation like what happened over here, like what happened over here, and then you have a three-wave structure to the downside, back to the value area low, and then the bull market starts, which will still be a contracting leading diagonal where you have three waves, all in all of these structures, three waves and another three wave down. You bounce here on this trend, okay, with the momentum to the upside, and then you continue. So this is really an attractive move that I am keeping an eye on. It really, you know, this is my preferred scenario, not necessarily what the market is going to give us. Technically, I would like to see this happen where everyone is expecting this, and then the market pulls back and they're like, what happened? What on earth happened? Why? Why did we not pop? Okay. But I mean, as traders, we just need to be prepared for all scenarios. Okay, so also, let's go back here onto the 4-hour time frame. And perhaps before I continue, I just want to go check back onto the 15-minute. Is the breakout still on track? Is the breakout still on track? Let's see over here. So far, so good. Okay, grinding outside the trend, not really doing much at the moment. Let's see how this plays out. Right, let me go through some comments over here. Downtober, Upvember, yes. I mean, I kind of had a hunch that the first half of October is going to be bearish, making people create that fear, and maybe the second half of October will be bullish. We don't know, right? Maybe we'll have the first bearish October since we've had the bullish September, right? The market is here to surprise us, and it doesn't repeat, it does rhyme. But I mean, we always have firsts for everything. Good morning, everyone from Los Angeles. Miss Melanie, I haven't seen you here in a while. Welcome to the live stream. Thanks for joining. We have liftoff on the 5-minute D-line strategy in the making. Almost, almost. Okay. It looks like it wants to go and then it loses gas. It looks like it wants to go and it loses gas. So sometimes, you know, they play out fast. You get the breakout, it does the retest, and it just pops to the upside, like what happened over here. Okay, even the dump. This was such boring price action to trade over here, yeah, not beautiful. But I actually played the short from that level over there. But why, Devil? Why did you enter that short over there? Because there was a weekly and a daily level. Okay, we shorted. As a pro community this morning, we shorted this level to perfection. Okay, I shorted over here with my stop above, like literally almost glued to the low, to the highs over there, right? And I think I spoke about it here inside of Discord. I can show everyone inside my section because people don't always believe me, where I said, okay, members, I'm looking at the daily and weekly level over here. I've just entered a short. If we do not get acceptance back below this level, I'm looking at the 1.236 at $68,500. Okay, and then obviously, there's the short that then played out. I entered, I rode the momentum here to the downside, played the trade successfully on 𝗞𝗍𝗄𝗍. And now I got stopped out. Okay, as a trader, we always get stopped out. Okay, no one gets it perfect. So I saw the acceptance back below this level over here. I entered, then I got stopped out, and price came back down. Guess what? I re-entered. I re-entered with my stop above the high, and as price fell here to the downside, as a person that protects their cash, I protected my position. Okay, and then we got a nice little dump here to the downside at the 1-to-1 extension, where I took some profits and I left some of the position open and I got stopped out. Okay, but I did pay myself. Like yesterday during the live stream, I always pay myself, because yesterday during my live stream, do you guys remember this? Yesterday during my live stream, okay, we had the dump here to the downside where I nailed the entry once again. Okay, we had the dump here to the downside, and while I was doing the live stream, I said, please excuse me, I need to take profits. I need to take profits, because I said, yes, this can turn into a bigger dump here to the downside, but my rules from a trading perspective says I need to pay myself as a trader. I took a lot of profits here in this zone, especially when I saw during the live stream we're getting acceptance back above these lows. I didn't like that. And I was like, no, I need to take some profits. And then I sat in my hands. I took some profits over here. And then what happened? I also entered along just after the live stream. I was like, no, I'm not going to miss out on this price action. I love what I'm seeing over here. You dip down, you grab the liquidity, and now you're making a V-shaped recovery over here. I'm going to wait for consolidation. And then what happened on the smaller time frames, on the 3-minute, 1-minute time frame, I saw this, a bull flag. And I played the breakout over here. And I said, okay, I'm now going to hedge against my short. I played a breakout, stop loss, and I left the trade and I took profits over here with a long trade. So still made profits with a long, made profits with a short here to the downside. Whew. It was just an absolute crazy trading day yesterday. And now again today we played the breakout here to the upside. Okay, this is the trade that I highlighted this morning in the Legends Pro community. Okay, it was not an easy one. Okay, I told the Legends, I don't like that on the Binance exchange, the one that I'm using here to do my trading, usually when I consider a long year to the upside, I at least want these lows to be claimed, and we didn't. We ever so slightly front run the lows over there. I wanted to see this. Then that would have given me way more confidence to enter a bigger position. But because it front run my level, I still attempted the long over here somewhere. When I saw the pump and the retracement with bullish CVD, I attempted the long before we have the breakout. And then I told the Legends, there's definitely a possibility if you break this trend that you're going to come and claim the high. So there was two, the market gave you a second chance to get into the trade. If you did not get in over here on Bybit, it did actually take those lows. You could have gotten in over there, or you could have played the breakout over here, like we're attempting now here at the moment. This is the D-line strategy playing out so far, so good. You could have also played the D-line strategy over here. Wrong Dutch, I'm not Mike. At 𝗬𝗿𝘆𝗽𝗍, how do you take profits? 25, 50, 25. I do scale out of scalps. Yes, I usually, okay, it's not a clear-cut answer for me. It depends on whether the market is trending or ranging, whether I see higher highs. So when I see higher highs, the market structure is bullish on the larger time frame. Okay, I will generally take 50% profits when I hit the 618. Okay, so if you take a FIP now, for example, on this trading thing that we have running here at the moment, if I take a FIP from the high to the low, I will start taking profits, and maybe I'll take 50% off the table at the 618. Okay, because I know the probabilities are high to come and claim the high because we have bullish market structure to the upside. Okay, and then here I will close my position. Right. But if I do see price action with strength to the upside, continuous bullish CVD building up between the pivots, I will sometimes even leave the position and not take profits by the 618 and wait for the high. It really depends on if I'm focused and I'm in front of the chart, I can watch the CVD, I can monitor the trade. I will decide whether I want to take some profits over here or whether I want to wait for the high. But if I enter the trade and I walk away, I go to the gym, I make food, I wash dishes, whatever the case might be, I will just set my TP 50%, 50%, I'm out. Or maybe 50%, 30%, and I'll leave 20% of the position open to run. Okay. So it just depends on your trading strategy. But I am not that type of person that's going to catch a trade where we are right now and just hope for the best that it's going to do this. It's not my trading style. Okay. You deleted your comment. Yep, you're the wrong Dutch, bro. Please kindly guide us with failure patterns to follow from pump to down. Isaac, yes, I mean, you need to join our Pro Legends community. That's where I go through a lot of technical analysis in terms of how to trade. We've got a masterclass, Andy's masterclass. I'm also planning to upload a couple of modules over there. And right, swing failure patterns, they look easy. But they're not. It takes back testing, it takes practice, and a lot of courage to enter those swing failures with good risk management. Okay. And because you get the aggressive swing failure patterns, you get the safer swing failure patterns, the retracements, which basically backtest the level. So some of the traders, for example, would have missed the short over here. Okay. They would have waited for the backtest, which happened. You see, there's the backtest. They will wait for price to dump and come back to backtest it. And that's where they enter with a stop above the high. And yes, now the price is breaking out. So it's still a way to get into the trade. You can still make profits if you know where to take profits, but the aggressive ones is the more advanced ones, which I prefer because it does come with experience. When you gain experience, you can be a little bit more aggressive. But what I also like about the aggressive ones is that your risk management is absolutely fantastic. You benefit from the bigger moves or from the bigger move over here than just trying to catch this move. I know it's getting a little bit messy over there. There's pros and cons. There's some pros and cons. Maybe you spot some bearish CVD between those two pivots. Maybe you don't get the bearish CVD. Right, but I'm not gonna spend today's live stream to go into the details of how to trade a swing failure pattern. Okay. And we have just tapped the 0.618, and that's currently where we're getting the rejection. And that is why I like to take profits at the 618. Okay. I know it's a small move here to the upside, but and this is why I pay myself as a trader. Okay. People will say, well, that's such a small move, but I still pay myself because if I get stopped out, at least there's some money in the account, okay? Maybe you protected your position, you moved your stop loss up so you don't lose any cash. Or if you do get stopped out and your stop is still here above the lows or over here, wherever you plan to put your stop loss, you don't take as big as a knock because you already took some profits to the upside. I also know of some traders that close their positions at the 618. They don't care. They play the breakout, they close. Done. Wait for the next trade. Play the breakout, close at the 618. Done. I call them the 618 traders. 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽, is it possible to enter a trade while it's already trending? In other words, FOMO. Is that what you're saying? Yes, there is. Okay, no, I'm just joking. Yes, there is, because yesterday, during my live stream, like I've explained, I missed this pump to the upside. So the best entry to have caught with this momentum here to the upside was a swing failure from the lows. There. Sorry, let me grab that again. There. Okay. So from a swing failure perspective, there was also a massive amount of liquidity laying there at the bottom. So you dip into the liquidity, you get acceptance back above the lows. That is a SFP, failure to break down. Okay, grab liquidity, and some people also refer to this as stop loss hunts. Okay. I like to play the stop loss hunts because the stop losses got hit, everyone got stopped out, price got acceptance back above. This was the best entry, okay, from a swing failure perspective. But I was in the live stream yesterday when this happened, so I couldn't enter the trade. So now your question is, well, can I still enter even if I've missed the trade and the pump continues to the upside? Hell yes, I played the breakout over here. So the one thing that you then need to practice is to say that, do not have FOMO. Leave the price to let it do its thing and wait for it to consolidate. Wait for price to consolidate. And then you play the breakout because you could still have insane good risk management. So if I use the long position over here, I mean, look at how insane my risk management was. I targeted the 786, ironically, and the 786 I basically got from this, from a fib, from a normal fib retracement from the high to the low. Okay, that was my trading setup. 5.4 risk to reward. I missed the trade down here and I entered over here and I still made money up until the 786. That's where I closed my position. Right, then there was another opportunity, okay, D-line strategy. Ah, crap, now I missed this trade. Now what? Guess what? You had another breakout to the upside, which claimed the high. Okay, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about over here, go to my YouTube channel, right? Let me just go back over here and say back. And go to my YouTube channel, select video, select live, and go look for Back to the Future. Go check out that video, okay? I explain my D-line strategy, which is now dubbed the D-line strategy. It's basically a one-line trend strategy where I've backtested it using Link, okay? Where I explain some of the rules around it, I've backtested it, and I've shown everyone that it is a profitable strategy if you apply good risk management and you're being robotic about your trades. I've done it inside of here, so go check that out. Okay, so often when I speak about the D-line strategy on my stream, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out Back to the Future. I think it was quite a fun video to make and also a cool thumbnail, right? I think it's, and I do see the Legends continuously sharing it with new people joining the Pro Legends community over here. I saw someone sharing my video again here inside the section. Guys, you know, for the new people, go check it out. Really a powerful video that I made. And I am planning to do a take 2, Back to the Future 2, where I go into a little bit more detail. Okay, so I mean, breakout after, and there's another one. Okay, you could have played this breakout. I played this breakout. I was sleeping during this one. Yes, I was sleeping. That was 2 o'clock in the morning by me. And then this morning when I woke up, we played this one. Also claimed the high. You see, so when the momentum is up, you are almost guaranteed, not always, you're almost guaranteed that you're going to claim the high because the trend is up. You're playing with the trend. You're not trying to play against the trend. So when the trend is up, you're almost guaranteed, okay, that every time you're going to claim the high. You enter a trend, you claim the high. You enter the trend, you claim the high. Now again, we are playing with the momentum. So the probabilities of us claiming the high is high. Okay. Right, so I'm just going to leave this trade to run here to the upside, the one that I currently do have open. He's one of the best teachers in the business. 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽, thank you so much. Mark Dutch, appreciate it. Current view, bro, ABT, BTC. Current view, bro, ABT. I don't understand that question. Right, legends. As always, if you'd like to come and trade with me, okay, down in the description of this video, you select more, okay. By the way, I have a TikTok and an Instagram. Please go and give me a follow, okay? I'm creating some shorts. I'm starting it out. I want to give some trading advice, trading tips. So if you'd like some trading tips and maybe a little bit of insight into my personal life, which I will start uploading. You know, I'm back in the gym. I'm losing some weight. So I want to show people my program, the day in the life of 𝗬𝗚𝘆𝗽 as a day trader. Okay, how I prepare for my YouTube channels. I'm going to start posting all of that in my Instagram account. So give me a follow on Instagram. And then also I'm testing out weeks here at the moment where you get a $380 sign-up bonus and also the lowest fees by using this link. And if you would like to come and test them out with me, I am positioning it as a testing exchange. I'm still testing them out because there's small little bugs and things that I'm still finding where I post inside of the Discord for the weeks team just to take care of. And then as always, Bluffin, where I trade a slightly larger portfolio, okay, no KYC required, and 𝗖𝗍. I do a lot of trading on 𝗖𝗍 as well because of the insane low fees. But now, you know, Weeks also has nice low fees at the moment. Right, trade is playing out. Trade is playing out. How fantastic is that the trade is on its way here to the upside. Just want to make sure that... Yep. Yep. I can show everyone here quick because people don't believe me. 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗍, you just say, I just want to hide some of the stuffies over here. I wish there was an easier way to get these P&Ls onto the screen. Okay. Okay, there's the trade. There's the trade, the long trade that I'm in at the moment. I entered at 67,355, 67,355. I entered right over here somewhere. Right over here in this zone is where I entered. Okay, anticipating that, and the reason I entered over here was basically this. This is why I entered and where I entered. When I take a fib here from the low to this high, okay, as price was falling down here, I played the short that I've highlighted. Okay, do you guys see the short? There was the short to the downside. And then as soon as we hit this level, the 1-to-1 extension where I told the legends I'm taking profits, I also entered a long. Here's the long. Okay, here's the long. Right, and this is where I entered the long because I saw we tapped the 0.786, which is a maximum target for bullish momentum to continue to the upside. There was a 1-to-1 extension where I took profits from my short. I did leave some of the position open, thinking that, well, it could potentially tank here to the downside, which it didn't, but nonetheless, I did take profits. And so I still have this long running here to the upside. Let's see how this plays out. Ooh, right. I mean, the chart is an absolute mess at the moment. I just need to clean up my kitchen, wash my dishes. Okay, now that looks better. Right. Cool, legends. So, I mean, from a bullish perspective, what you would like to see, okay, this daily and weekly level has provided significant resistance so far. Okay, we're struggling to break through this level, and it is a weekly and a daily level combined at the same level, so it makes it a little bit extra strong. Hence, we're getting this choppiness failing to break out. So from a bullish continuation perspective, what you would like to see, okay, is some high time frame candles. Minimum a body of a 15-minute candle must close above this line, and then potentially we're going up, baby. Potentially we're going to hit that $69,000 level. And the reason that makes, or the reason this $69,000 level is so significant is because we have, oops, let me zoom in here, all of this liquidity at $69,000. We have the value area high of the entire range that we formed since March. Here's the value area high of March at $69,000. We also have a 1.618 extension when I measure this move over here. So going back onto the 1 hour time frame, just want to show everyone where do I get the 1-to-1 extent or the 1.618 extension. That is basically measuring this wave. Okay, this wave from the bottom to the top to the bottom. So from this wave, I can determine how high this wave can go. And the 1.618, which is usually a very strong resistance level, okay, is also at the value area high. So if we're going to start closing some candles above this weekly and daily level, we do have a high probability of coming here to $69,000, even $70,000. Okay, and then I'm going to look for the same price action that I want to look for over here. High time frame candle closes above this level over here. Okay. This could potentially be a nice little short scalp to the downside, okay? Or an epic short to the downside. I don't know, right? For now, price is not showing any weakness. It looks like it wants to go. It's not finished. And ideally, what I would like to see is something like this, where you then form an ABC and then you continue. Okay, but we'll analyze the price action when we do hit this level, because it could also get very punchy to the upside. If it smashes through this level, it starts closing high time frame candle, closes above. I mean, we still have, at least we have some levels to monitor on our way up. We have let me just go back here to the stream. We have a weekly point of control at $71,000. What else do we have? Let me switch on some levels over here. Dailies, naked point of controls. Okay, the last level in the sand, the last resistance level we have to the upside. If things gets really punchy here to the upside, if things get really crazy, okay, we have lots of resistance here, weekly point of control and naked point of control at round about $71,000. And then the last line in the sand is a daily level at $73,000. Okay. So we need to be prepared. We can still reject in these zones where you have the deviation above the value area high of the entire consolidation since March. You have the deviation above, and boy oh boy, if you get acceptance back below this level, you potentially going back to $52,000. Okay, not guaranteed, but I think it could be a significant pullback if you get acceptance back below this level. Right, where that leading contracting diagonal could still play out. Now the chart looks like a mess. Let me clean up my kitchen. Go through some comments. Okay, let's go back here onto the 15-minute time frame. How crazy is it, legends, that every time for the last week that I've gone live, we've done a trade together. Okay, every single time, right? I did not expect the price to break out during my live stream, which it did. My yesterday's live stream, I entered, we had to dump to the downside. Okay, every time I go live, it is trading time. It's trading time. Usually I do my trades before I do the YouTube streams. When are you closing the long? As soon as I claim the high. Okay, but I'm just thinking over here. Where's my weekly level? What I will do, okay, if the momentum continues to the upside and we don't get stopped out, okay, if price doesn't do this, so let's just play out the bullish case scenario. My plan, my trading plan is as follows. Let's analyze this a little bit more. Okay, so this is my trading plan. I'm targeting the high. I have my stop here below the wicks. Okay, or you have your stop there. Depends, your risk to reward still makes sense. If price, okay, finds its way up here and I see 15-minute body candle closes above over here, I am most likely going to leave the position open for higher levels. If price comes up here and it leaves a wick behind and the body of the high time frame candle closes below, I'm going to cash out. I'm closing the position. If I'm in front of the chart. If I'm not in front of the chart while this price action plays out, I will most probably put a TP in here to maybe close 80% of the position and let the other 20% run. I do not like to manage, well, let me put it differently. If I'm not in front of the chart and I cannot manage the trade, I usually actually, most of the cases, just close it at the TP level. I will just close the trade. And when I'm in front of the charts again, I will just look for a next trading scenario. But if I am in front of the chart, this is what I will be looking for, is that if price comes up here and there's a 15-minute body candle close above this weekly, I'm going to leave some of the position open. And the next level, I will take profits. Okay. Let's see. I want to see something over here. Now I'm back. Now I'm in analysis paralysis over here. Quickly. Just want to see something. Yes. The next area If, like I've said, if I see what I want to see over here, I will leave some of the position open for $68,744, the one-to-one extension from this wave. Okay, I'm being conservative. Okay, you don't want to be in nice profits expecting the value area high to be hit and then price falls down. Okay, so that's my next target. 1-to-1 at 68,744. Okay. Right. Smash the like. Yes, thanks, Mr. Crypto Big Brains. I think the like button is bearish. Let's go check. Is the like button, is this the stream? Let's go refresh over here. Go check. Is the like button? Right. Where's my like? 60 likes. How many people watching? 127. So only half of you watching like the content that I provide. So price of Bitcoin looks extremely bullish here to the upside. Like button, a little bit bearish. Okay, smash up the like for the education over here. That's what I like to do. Okay, I'm not just giving people trading signals. I'm trying my best to educate the why. The why for me is the most important. And this is always why I like to go back and speak about previous trading scenarios, not because I'm showing off, but I want you to see why I entered the trade. What was my thinking behind entering the trade? Where did I put my stop loss? Where did I take profits? Because by me going through all of these trades over here, okay, will give you such great insight in terms of if I'm not live and you're not following someone else's trading signals, you know what to do. You can catch your own fish. That is powerful. Okay. Can you switch off your social media for 1 month and only trade successfully by yourself without following anyone? That's the challenge you need to set to yourself. Challenge yourself with that. Right. And if the answer is no, stick here on myself and Andy's channels, because we provide education. If you're not sure, we share our knowledge in terms of why we are entering this trade. Where is our risk management? Where do we plan to take profits? And based on what we see in price action, what is the next level? So that when you become a successful trader, and if you're not already a successful trader, you can do this without following any influencer on YouTube. Okay, then you just follow people for entertainment. You don't have to follow them to get successful trades. Yes, I have smashed the like. Thank you so much. Don't hit it twice, only once, okay? Or in uneven numbers. Master 𝗬𝗍𝗿. Any thoughts on LTC ETF filing? I'm not too familiar with all the fundamentals, but Litecoin does look from a technical perspective. Litecoin does look good. Let's go and have a look at LTC. I do see some altcoin requests coming through. First time, yeah. Are you a calm person, 𝗬𝗍𝗿? I will smell up this room more often. I liked it. We tube. I hope I'm a calm person. Okay. People do tell me during my streams that your voice is so soothing. I fall asleep while I'm listening to you, but in a good way. Because even if the market is crashing to the downside, I am level-headed because I don't FOMO into trades. Over the years, when you learn, to become a successful day trader, you learn to, just to keep those emotions in check. Okay, I don't get fearful, and one of the reasons, and this actually boils down to this question as well. Some people ask me, 𝗬𝗍𝗿, why are your candles green and purple? Okay, from a psychological perspective, okay. As humans, we are programmed that red is dangerous. Stop signs are dangerous. Warning signs are dangerous. Blood is gross, okay? If you see blood, there's danger. Someone got hurt. So psychologically, we as humans are programmed that red means danger, stop, fear. There's a lot of fear associated with red as well. The reason I changed my red candles to purple is because not only is it one of my favorite colors, it also doesn't create fear when I see purple. So I see purple as opportunities to trade the market to the downside. And I see green. Okay, green is a lovely go color, so I don't have to change that one. So when the market dumps to the downside, I see opportunity. I don't get scared. Okay. When markets pump to the upside, I see opportunity and I ride the momentum to the upside. So my chart looks like this, purple and green from a psychological perspective, not just because I love the colors. Okay, it's purposefully done like this from a psychological perspective. And do yourself a flavor. Okay, go and change your red to your favorite color, and you will see psychologically it does make a difference. You don't get those heart palpitations when you see those red candles to the downside and you're trying to long here to the upside. Okay, go and do yourself a flavor over there. Right, I interrupted myself again. Litecoin. Let's see where we are with Litecoin. Go on to the daily. Let's zoom out. Ooh, I have done some technical analysis. I mean, it looks bullish. Okay, what I can see over here, it's back inside the range, baby. Litecoin looks like it wants to go. Okay. What I like about Litecoin here at the moment is, I mean, it's a dinosaur coin. I know, not many people like Litecoin. Okay, but technically, it looks good, right? It has not lost the range. You can see it had deviations, massive deviation. But what's great about Litecoin at the moment is it's still inside the range. And where it is struggling at the moment is at the point of control. But there's some bullish signs. It has broken trend. It's currently trending upwards. So I think when Litecoin smashes this point of control, and it has at least like a daily candle close above this point of control, it can really start accelerating here to the upside, to the top of the range at $95. Okay, so technically Litecoin looks like it wants to go here to the upside. But I can, you're just quickly looking at Litecoin, I can see where it's struggling at the moment. If Litecoin, from a bearish perspective, I mean, we can't just be bullish, right? From a bearish perspective, if Litecoin fails to claim this point of control, it could still have a retracement, maybe back to the trend for a bounce, or if it loses the trend, it can come back to retest the trend that it has broken out from. So, I mean, we just need to look at both bearish and bullish case scenarios. I do like the green volume here on Litecoin at the moment. So if you have a spot bag of Litecoin, I think it's a really good coin to have for the potential bull run that's coming here to the upside, because it looks great. Okay, it's broken higher time frame trend. It is struggling by the point of control. It has acceptance back inside the range. Definitely a target of $95. And I mean, I'm not saying that that's the bull market target. I'm saying that that's the short-term target that I see here on Litecoin, because I mean, it can get really punchy here to the upside. This just looks like an entire consolidation area. Okay, it doesn't even look like Litecoin has done anything phenomenal yet. Right, and this is why everyone calls it a dinosaur coin, because it's just been consolidating for the last 2 years, more than 2 years. It's just been consolidating inside of this range. But I would definitely give it a target of $95. Well, not too much different to life in Holland. I was in the whole day Holland. Nice warm weather today. Nice, yeah, warm, pretty warm. Okay, you guys chatting to each other. Rudy, 𝗬𝗍𝘆𝗽𝗁 collab soon. That would be absolute fantastic. If I can do a collab with Koen, right, that would be absolutely fantastic. Myself and Koen speak the same language from an education perspective. I really love Koen. And hopefully he loves me too. I don't think he knows me well enough, but hopefully we'll get a collab going where I can show you guys one of my trading mentors out there, okay, specifically from an Elliott Wave perspective. Let me like smashed. Thank you so much. Right, what else, legends? Is the straight... Oof. No, man, go to the upside, go, right? Are we forming some bully CVD with this dump here to the downside? It's a little... So we do have some bully CVD against those pivots. Okay, let's see how this plays out. Okay, didn't tap the 786 yet. Okay, legends, we need to talk about the bearish case scenario as well. What if the price doesn't continue here to the upside? Okay, so still looks strong. it looks like it wants to go. Okay, I'm not saying the price is going to fall, but we just have to talk about the bearish case scenario as well. Okay, if I go back onto the 1 hour time frame and I just take all this stuff out the way, okay, just clean it up, switch off some levels. Right. From a bearish case perspective, if this is the end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, there's a chance that this could be the end. I do see 5 waves, or this could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. You just never know, right? But if this is the end, what you would expect is for price to reject where it is at the moment at that weekly and daily level. Okay, not reclaim this level. You don't want price to reclaim the level. So for the bears out there, this level should not be reclaimed. Price needs to roll down over here. Okay, and you could then be forming a bigger A, B, C, or a WXY. Okay, and this could potentially be a great bouncing zone. Okay, if you sweep that liquidity, get acceptance back above, I will be looking for a long in that zone. Okay, also in confidence with this weekly level, we'll see when we get there. But I mean, because you have an impulse here to the upside, the probabilities of having a deep correction as low as $61,000 is definitely on the cards. So we have to acknowledge that we are finding resistance where we are right now. So for the bears, okay, if you are in a short like I am, I'm also in a short here at the moment. I still have a position open. Okay, I'm hedging here at the moment. Very a tactic that I'm using. I have a long and a short open with stop losses at very strategic points, because I know if the long stop loss gets hit, we're going down much lower, and then the short will pay me for all the losses and put profits in my bag. If the short stop loss gets hit, I know we're going to higher levels and I'll make profit. So I'm currently hedging here at the moment. Right, but we just need to talk about the bearish case scenarios as well, is that if we do not reclaim this weekly level, we could see a deeper three-wave structure to the downside, and I would then take a fib from the low to the high, okay, and then maybe, okay, depending on how bullish the market is, you could get an SFP here from the lows. You could come down here to the 618, which is usually the best bouncing area, okay, in confluence with the weekly area. So this could be a significant move here to the downside if we cannot reclaim this level, okay. But based on liquidity and some bullish CVD inside of the structure at $69,000, it looks like the probabilities are slightly higher to go higher, okay, before we go down to $61,000. But that is why I'm currently hedging at the moment. I have a short and a long running at the moment, and depending on which stop loss hits, I know that that's going to be the bigger move to either the upside and to the downside, or to the downside. Let me rather say that. Okay, what else? What else? Let's go back onto the 15-minute. What is price doing over here at the moment? Where's my today folder? Okay. Still looks strong. It still looks like it wants to continue. I can actually take this trend out the way now. Okay, so legends, the way that I planned, or the way that I planned to trade this, is that I have a stop loss for my short that I entered over here above the high. And I entered along over here, and I have my stop loss below the low. Because I know, okay, I'm currently hedging over here, but I know if this stop loss gets hit, there's a good chance, a really good chance, that price is going to continue to the upside. So then I will make profits from this long, okay? And if price falls to the downside and this stop loss gets hit, there's a big chance that we're going to go down to at least $62,000, $63,000 to this point of control over here. This could be a significant correction to the downside, and this is why I'm hedging. It is a little bit more advanced, okay? I have seen people trying to hedge burn their accounts. So please, you need to do this with experience and wisdom and good risk management. Okay, don't try and hedge from where we are right now, entering a short and a long and go and put stop losses on both sides. Okay, you might just you might get the market makers going bah bah bah, stops out, even myself, it stops out both sides, and then the true move happens either to the upside or to the downside. I've often seen that happen as well, and that's why I don't particularly like to hedge. But because of the critical zone that we are in at the moment, it's worth a shot for me. Okay, so potentially if I get stopped out of my short over here, but remember, okay, I've already taken profits from my short. When I entered my short over here and price fell here to the downside, I took profits. So the short that I'm still riding here at the moment is some of the position that I have left open. The long that I took over here that shot here up to the upside, I've already taken profit. So even if I get stopped out or stopped out here by the lows, I will be stopped out with profits. Okay. And this is why I'm hedging here at the moment, because the long and the short, I took profits and I have some of the positions of both trades still running at the moment. Let me check here over here. Okay. Right. And say Devil sent you. 𝗬𝗆𝘆𝗽𝗁 is in South Africa this very moment. I know Koen is in South Africa, but I also know that he's a very busy person. He's only here for 10 days. You see, I do follow Koen. Okay, he's only here for 10 days, and his agenda is most probably jam-packed. Also, Koen is in Cape Town, and I'm in Johannesburg. So it means that I need to take a flight to go and see him. And unfortunately, I can't get hold of Koen at the moment. So I'm going to let him have his break. And when he's back, perhaps we can do a collab together. That would be absolutely fantastic. Rudy, I know that you follow Koen as well. One of the better, if not the best, okay, no one is really the best, but one of the better people out there to follow. Koen is not a moon boy. He loves to focus on education. He doesn't give trading signals, which I love. Okay, if I do, discuss a trade that I'm taking, it's just my style is a little bit different. I do explain why I'm taking the trade. Please exercise good risk management, why I'm taking profits, what am I looking out for. So there's so much education that comes from when I'm entering a trade, where some of the people just like to show off their Rolexes, okay, their Rolexes, their Ferrari standing outside, and the shit that they're buying every single day and how are they spending their money. Go follow the Moon Boys. I'm not sure what purpose those channels have and what value they add. I think people just, I don't know, okay, like to watch them for the fun of it, I suppose, right? But if you want to learn how to trade, if you want to be a master in technical analysis, if you want to stop following people, okay, you need to be very selective about who you follow in this crypto space, because you're either going to learn or you're going to follow. If you want to learn, you stay here. You follow Koen, you follow Andy, you follow some of the great technical traders out there. If you want to follow, you can go follow the Moon Boys and keep on losing money. Right. Watch, take note, and learn from 𝗬𝗆𝘆𝗽𝗁. Cool. Mr. Legends and Mrs. Legends, if there are Mrs. out there as well, thank you so much for joining the live stream. This is unfortunately all I have time for today. I am happy that we have managed to take this trade here together while it was breaking out. I did say that I was already in the trade, but I explained exactly why, okay? What I was looking for, what to look out for, what is a fake out, what is not a fake out, where do I plan to take profits, okay, where is your risk management, and what am I going to look for over here at the weekly level to either confirm momentum to the upside or rejection back to the downside. So I hope you've learned something during this live stream. Smash up the like on your way out. I really enjoyed this together with the legends. Once again, a live trade in the bag. Have yourselves an awesome day. Until the next one, cheers for now.